Hi, everybody. This is David Netzer with the Legal Tech Talent Network, and we're here with Erika Santiago of Learn About eDiscovery. And we're just going to learn a little bit more about her and what she does, and maybe how she can help you and your organization with your litigation support and legal technology needs. So, Erika, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I've been in the industry since 1995, so over 25 years now,
Oh,
which sounds like a long time. It sounds weird to even say that out loud. Um, but I was around when DOS was around and Windows 3.1 and all of that transition. And so one of the things that I think is not really unique, but really informs my motto, learn something new every day, is that literally the first 5 or 6 years of my career, I was learning something new every day. I
right.
majored in English. I had plans to go to law school and I didn't go. I got caught up in a firm and fell into the lit support department. So I was learning how to use database tools and technology and write training guides. And I enjoyed that. So I still do that to this day.
So you've been kind of just working with the technologies as they've evolved. I know you've worked for a lot of different companies and you have your own business now. What's the mission or your philosophy of your business? How do you position yourself in a way that you can help individuals and or organizations?
Well, my motto has always been the tools are not as important as the process. And I say that because I'm focused on e-discovery project management, at least I have been in the last decade or more, from the standpoint of there's a process like the e-discovery reference model, but it is really a workflow, and every company has a culture, every company has a way of doing things, and which tool you decide to use really has more to do with what your workflow is. And so I help corporate legal departments and law firms and service providers when it comes to sales training or project manager training, how to assess what their workflow needs are so that they can apply the tools that they may already have in-house to that workflow and become more efficient. And so I do that at the level of providing custom coaching and training inside of a corporate environment, but I also do it for individuals. So if you have a skill set, but you know you have gaps and you're looking for a new position and working with David, and you're not really sure how to assess and fill your skills gaps with resources that are actually already out there, I'm your person to talk to.
Okay. And could you give us maybe an example of a recent project you've done either for a company or an individual, just so people kind of have an idea of, what kind of tailored custom projects you can put together that will really help them in their organization?
Sure. One of the projects that I worked on recently was for a service provider. And what I was able to do was work with their new sales recruits that were brought in that were very green. They didn't know anything about electronic discovery or the litigation process. And
Okay.
so I trained them on what the litigation process is so that they could sell their company services to that market. A lot of folks are really great salespeople, but it's hard to convey honesty and confidence and knowledge and being a subject matter expert if you're not really familiar with how the customer is going to use the tool or services that you're providing. And so
Right.
that's something that I've done a number of times over the years, but that's something I've done recently.
Okay. Very good. Yeah, I guess it would make sense for salespeople to know what they're selling. Um, well, thank you for that. And then if people would like to use your services, I know you're based in the Atlanta area, but we're mostly working remote these days. Tell us how they can access your services.
Sure. My website is learnaboutediscovery.com, and you can find me there. And you could also just send me an email at Erika, Erika, at learnaboutediscovery.com.
Okay. Well, sounds good. Well, thanks for your time today. And so thank you, Erica.
Thank you, David.
Have a great day.
You too.